What makes life worth living for? That's a question I hear a lot of young adults asking these days, and I think it's extremely important.
Hi, I'm Kayla and I'm a senior.
I'm Vincent and I'm a junior.
So I think young adults are looking for meaning. They're looking for a life that's meaningful. They're looking for a life that's relevant. They're looking for communities that speak to who they are and that can speak to the world. And they're looking for a banner, something to champion, a banner that they can hold up and be proud of.
And I joined ESTEEM because, the CSC is it's an incredible faith community. And next year, once you're out of school, moving on to wherever you're going, you're kind of thrown out there without this centralized location where you really are fed things for your spiritual development, for community development. You're thrown into parish life, which a lot of times isn't nearly as nourishing or attractive as something like a Newman Center can be.
It's been a really long time since I actually thought of the church as more than something I go to daily.
We live in a world right now, though, that is a watershed moment with young adults who are leaving their faith traditions like never before. But we've had moments like this before in history. In the first century, Jesus turned to Peter and said, "Upon this rock I will build my church." And the church was built for centuries from Peter's example and from the many disciples who came after.
There's a lot of things going on at WashU, and I really thought that I need to, strengthen my spirituality. So ESTEEM was a way to do that, and that was one of my goals to going into ESTEEM, to see where the things that I didn't really think about at Catholic Church.
It's a year-long program that's designed to help young believers grow in their faith, to learn more about their faith, and to quite literally gain the spiritual esteem to be people who can build this church.
I feel like ESTEEM has done a great job in kind of giving you a sampler of, information and resources that help you get in touch with a bunch of different aspects of church or parish life, and can even just put you in contact with some of the speakers that we had who have been out there in the world dealing with these things. So I think it's done a good job in kind of giving a foundation, or at least giving you something to work off of for once you're out there in the real world.
We were able to see people come in who have really experienced the, real world outside of campus, and really see how much their faith has impacted them, and how that actually works outside of my educational life.
To stand amongst the rubble that may seem to surround us in the church and in society, to stand amongst it and be optimistic and to say, we can rebuild this brick by brick.
How everybody in this church is so different, yet we're all working towards the same thing. We're all a part of the same institution, the same family, and I thought that was really incredible.
And I think that's what ESTEEM has really taught me, specifically beyond improving my spirituality, is that the church really is big.
And century after century, time and time again, God has turned to men and women to build His church. Will you build His church?
I really am excited to, once I'm out there in the real world in these parishes, to explore more of those things, to go deeper into how does this concept of models of the church affect the way that we all work together in community? How exactly is Catholic social teaching showing up in the parish that I'm in? Is it not? Should it be? Where is it that I fit in these places? So I think it's given me a lot of good foundations for all of these different pieces that then affect your life once you're out there in these parishes, trying to build a new community and a new faith life.
One of my dreams is to go to another country and see how the church functions there, because I've been told that the church is universal. The church is, you can celebrate Mass in one place and it will be the same in another place. But to be able to experience that, it's on a different level. I want to be able to do that.
So will you build his church? Join the CSC's movement to build this church. Join the CSC in saying yes. Yes to a world that we believe in that can be better. To a church that can be built.